Welcome to the fourth episode of the Campfire podcast. Get warmed up because today we are doing another game review, this time on the very popular block game Minecraft, made by Notch or Marcus Persson, the Swedish video game developer, who in November of 2011 made one of the world's most top-selling games, with over 140 million players. Minecraft for me has been a big part of my life. I've been playing it since I was like 7 or 8 years old with my dad.
Yeah, I've been playing it for years. I have no clue how long I've been playing. I estimate since I was about four. It was pretty much one of the first games I picked up playing alongside with like one or two other games, but Minecraft was really big.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest reasons I like it is the survival aspect of the game, where it sets the foundations of what you can do, but it's limitless. You can do
It,
anything.
yeah, it really is limitless, and it's probably one of the reasons why it's gotten so big. They
Yeah,
keep having updates to a bunch of different features of the game. Like there's redstone, which is like in real life that'd be equivalent to like cell phones or cars, I guess, would be what it is.
yeah, I really like the fact that you can just do anything you want.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
really
like,
nice.
some games have go do this, follow this storyline, which is fun and all, but it's also fun to have that balance of go do whatever you want. You have no bounds. The game doesn't bound you to a certain thing you have to do or anything. Yeah, it's always been one of my favorite games because it's kind of like Zelda Breath of the Wild if you've played it, where in the sense that you just can basically go out and adventure and do whatever you want. You don't have to follow a storyline too much. I guess
Yeah, I've
Zelda you
never
kind of do,
played
but
Zelda
it's just
Breath of the Wild, but I have heard that it is like it is really open world, and
yeah.
there are things about that that are really nice.
And I really like that Minecraft you can play with your friends.
Yeah, you can play with your friends. That is a really nice feature that I really like.
And I think they nailed the replayability. Like you'll never get you start a world, you finish it. You're never going to get that world again. There's no way. Everything it's going to be different every single time you play. Nothing is going to be the
Yeah,
same. It's like a completely different game every time you play it, and I love it.
yeah, it is really nice. It's really nice how they built the game around open world. Probably the
Mhm.
best open world game I've ever played.
Yeah, it's just they absolutely nailed it. It came out in what? Yeah, 2011. It's gone up and down, but we'll talk about that a bit later. But it's always stayed so strong, and everyone loves it because it doesn't die. It can't. It can't because
Yeah,
you can't
so
get bored of it. It's a different game every time you play it.
it's so cool how they did that. They really did nail that. It's amazing how they got that to work.
Yeah, I really like the game, and it's gone through its updates. I mean, way back when you had a couple of blocks and you got to build with those while walking around, but it's gotten to the point where it's just almost perfected. I mean, I don't really know what they could add much more to make it even better, but they keep coming up with ideas.
Yeah, I mean, some people I know want like a jungle update, and
Yeah, there's a
some
few things
people
they could
want
do, but
yeah. There's not much they can do
yeah,
left. It's
it's
really nice.
yeah, for sure. And then, I mean, the newest update, Caves and Cliffs, we needed that so bad. Like
Yeah, that
it's
was
I mean, I didn't
game
even
changer.
that's what they're good about. I didn't even think we needed it until they I didn't know we
Until they
needed it
came
until
out
they
with it.
showed me I needed it, you know?
Yeah, it is really cool.
For those of you who don't know, Caves and Cliffs, they made a bunch of the hill mountain biomes way bigger and the caves way more like big, I guess.
Yeah, they really just made all the caves and cliffs bigger.
I One thing I do hope they do is add more with the end. I know they had the end
Yeah.
update a couple years ago, but I wish they added like an indoor, like nether. How that has netherite. I wish they had
Oh,
like an indoor
oh yeah, like an indoor. Yeah, that would be cool.
for
Because
sure.
the only reason to go to the end, I mean, there's a lot you can do in the end.
Yeah, I mean there's
Like, there's
elytras
kill the
and
Ender
shulker
Dragon.
boxes, but
Yeah, but other than that, once you get that stuff, you never need to go to the end again. Unless
yeah.
you want to fight the dragon for whatever reason.
Mhm. But I like how Minecraft implements the community aspect. You know, where you can hop in a game with your friend and just play for hours and hours and just never get bored of it.
Yeah, it is so cool. They nailed the game. Like,
Yeah.
it was perfect.
Mhm. And
In
then
its really early stages, it was not. It was like pretty bad. But
yeah, but I
they've
mean
been
as
adding
any
a
game
lot of
is.
things for they've been adding a lot of things for all types of players.
Yeah, ever since I think Microsoft brought it out, it's been doing a lot better.
Yeah, they've been adding crazy amounts of things for all sorts of players. Like
Myself, I'm a more
what's
casual player. I like to wait and like drive my games out a while. And what I really like is after you beat the game, you can still play on your world. You don't have to like give it up at all.
yeah, that is really cool.
I mean, like one guy feels that he had a hardcore world, which if you don't know, if you die once, the entire world gets deleted. Anyway, he had one for 4 years. That he'd play on it for like a couple hours a day, and just never got bored. It's crazy how they got that so perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't much he could have done in that world left, but
Yeah, for sure. I mean, at some point, the only thing you really have to do is build. I mean, you get to a point of overpoweredness that's just overwhelming.
yeah, like you were like nothing can take you down.
Speaking of which, I wanted to touch on the new, or actually, it's not new. It came out a couple years ago, but the Nether update with Netherite and stuff. I feel like it's a little too much. Like it's cool and stuff, but when you're walking around in full protection for Netherite armor, you feel no risk of dying. I mean, it's not.
Yeah,
It's
there's
you can
no way you
hug a
could die.
creeper while swimming in lava, while being shot by a skeleton, and it do like a half a heart.
Yeah, they
Which brings me to
that
my point:
way
where do you have
over.
to draw the line? Like I can. Diamond armor is a little overpowered, but it made sense because it's so expensive. And netherite armor is expensive, but I feel like it takes a lot of the danger aspect of the game away, which is in some part makes it fun.
Yeah, like you will always have risk of dying.
Yeah. So like I feel like they need to have a little bit of balance to it where it's still you feel the danger but not a lot, you know, cuz I mean right
Yeah,
you with netherite you can just walk around and just have no fear about anything.
yeah.
Which
They took
also I
the
like
chainmail out of the game at one point.
I like how that there's certain things that it doesn't matter you if you have the best armor in the game or nothing, it still does the same amount of damage, like falling in the void or um, stuff like that. I guess falling in
Yeah,
the void would really be the only one, but still, there's just still, but that only really applies to the end because you can't do that anywhere else.
yeah.
But yeah, that's a good balance, but it's not enough of a balance. They need to have a little bit more balancing to it.
It was like it's so over. I it is useful in the game, I guess. Once you get it, you can do
Hmm.
anything you want, pretty much risk free,
I really
minus
like
void.
the multiplayer servers as well, like Hypixel or mine,
Yeah, I love
just stuff like that.
Hypixel and Mineplex.
It just gives it like a completely different game mode to the game. Like, hey, I don't really want to play survival right now. Cool, hop on these little servers and hop on with your friends and play Bed Wars or something. Just have fun on a
Yeah,
different game mode completely. Stuff you can't do
And
in
it's
vanilla survival
so
Minecraft.
cool.
I really
Yeah,
feel
because
like
they have
that's a really good implementation, or a really good
whatever.
addition. A really good
Yeah,
addition.
addition.
I really like the multiplayer servers. I feel like it gives you a break from the normal survival. Like, it's honestly a completely different game. It's still Minecraft, but it's not. You know?
Yeah,
It's like a completely different game within the same game.
yeah, it is.
Where that one's more mini games and the normal one's more open world survival.
Yeah. There are things like a sky block, which you spawn on a small island with
Yeah, like,
one tree, and you have to
yeah.
live off of that, but that's
That
pretty
one
much
was
the
pretty
most
fun.
survival.
But I feel like Hypixel, excuse me, Hypixel Skyblock brought it and kind of broke it. I don't like Hypixel Skyblock. It's just all grinding. It kind of ruins some of the game for me.
I've never played Hypixel
Yeah, me
Skyblock.
neither. I
I've
don't want
thought
to, but
about
I've
it.
watched some videos on it.
Yeah, it's not like most Skyblocks you'll see.
Oh, not at all.
Yeah, you'll spawn on like a rather large island with a huge tree.
I don't even know
You'll
if they
have
can call it
quests and
Skyblock
stuff.
on that at that point.
That's true. It would be more like survival, but more typical survival with extra steps.
I think one of my favorite game modes though is um what's it called? Prison. I love Prison.
Prison.
Yeah.
I've never played Prison, but I've seen videos and I really wanted to play it at some point.
Yeah.
It looks so fun. They did a great job on it. In
Yeah,
prisons,
it's
you
it's such a good
basically
idea. It's a lot
yeah,
of
in prisons
grinding,
you
but it's fun.
a lot tons of grinding. You have to mine for coal and things like that, and which you can sell for money. When with the money that you earn in jail, you can go up in the tiers, which have better
Yeah.
like mines, I guess.
Yeah. There's this one I found that I really liked, but I forgot the name of it. Now I can't find it. So that
I
sucks.
hate it when that happens.
But yeah. I just it's such a fun game in the sense that you're not limited at all. There's no boundaries that you have to or rules you have to follow. It's your game.
Yeah, it's really cool. You spend $30 on the account, and then like to get the account, and then you have endless fun for years upon years.
Yeah, well that's on PC. You can get it for free, I think, on Xbox, can't you? Or is it 20
Xbox,
bucks?
yeah, on Xbox you can get it for free,
Or
but
PS4 or Switch or
Xbox
mobile.
does
Actually, I
the
think it's
Xbox.
$5 on mobile.
Yeah, it's $5 on mobile. But the thing is, on mobile and Xbox, you don't have all the updates that you would on
Yeah, because it's
PC.
different. It's Java versus Bedrock.
It's called Bedrock on PC or PC is Java.
It's like a
Bedrock
limited.
is on Xbox and
It's like
consoles,
a Minecraft but with limitations, or not limitations, but it's like I would say worse. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles that Java does.
yeah, it doesn't. Like it works. It will be fine for first time players, but once you start playing it more often, you should probably get PC
Yeah,
because yeah, you'll have all the updates faster than any
all the updates
consoles.
faster. It's just and there's a bunch of different stuff, but yeah, some of the
Yeah,
some of the people that some of the effort that certain people or groups put in is insane.
yeah. Some people spend like Pills have spent like 4 years
Phil's has
on
spent 4 years on a
one
hardcore
world.
world. Um, I really like watching Hermitcraft. It's like a
Me
season,
too.
and there's a bunch of different YouTubers or content creators that hop in a world and play it for like a year or two, or
Yeah,
maybe it's just a year, but still.
yeah. After they after the year, they'll do like a big showcase of everything they've done.
Hmm.
Uh, all of them like it's kind of like a thing that you're getting chosen for.
Yeah,
Some
it's
get
a
chosen for
selective
being insane at
process
Redstone, like for example Mumbo Jumbo. Some get invited to it
because of their
for
building skills, like
team
Scar.
building.
Just go ahead.
Stara and Korean,
Yeah,
and then others get put into it for being just good at the game, like every other aspect of the game.
yeah,
But the one my favorites are the people that were good at redstone and building because they build some really cool redstone circuits and
yeah.
houses and stuff.
And there's Sidecraft, which is just on another level of Minecraft. It's survival Minecraft, but it's honestly not even Minecraft. They brought it to a whole new level that's just unfathomable.
Yeah, they make farms probably the size of the biggest build you will ever make in your life
Yeah,
for one type of mob.
yeah. And then on top of that, they don't even mine out those holes. They have redstone machines that I think they're called world eaters that just
Drop they,
disintegrate everything. Or there's quarry
they
miners
drop
that just like go
tons,
through and break every single block in their path. It's
yeah, they
insane.
drop like crap like tons of TNT stacks upon stacks. So I'm guessing the first thing they start out building is a really big creeper farm for the flint or gunpowder
Yeah,
to make all the TNT.
yeah. I feel like Minecraft's a great way to like escape reality though, because when you're playing, there's nothing else going around you. You don't notice anything.
Yeah,
It's like your own little world. It's like virtual reality, but not.
yeah, virtual reality on a non-virtual reality
It
screen.
just feels like you're in the game. Like when you've
There
been
is
watching TV too long and you don't, and your peripheral vision just goes out and you only deep focus. It's like that, but all the time.
there is a like a virtual like there is virtual reality Minecraft, which is crazy, rather difficult as
Oh yeah, yeah,
well.
yeah. They do have that. I forgot about that.
Yeah, they have virtual reality Minecraft, but you have to have like an Oculus Quest or something like that.
Yeah, I only have the
They're
PlayStation
rather
VR.
expensive. Or there is also PlayStation VR, yeah.
Yeah, which
But
I found a
that's
workaround. I learned that I can just play Minecraft with my controller with the headset on, but it's not the same at all. Not even close. But yeah, I think Minecraft's a great way to escape
yeah,
reality and just hang out with your friends for a
yeah.
while. And
It's also a great way to start gaming, like in general.
yeah, it's such a calm game, and I love the diversity in it. There's God hundreds of different styles of play. I prefer the more calm, stay to the top, just build, make
Yeah,
farms
I
and stuff.
prefer I prefer building and redstone
Yeah, you
stuff
prefer
like
mining
that.
a lot. You mine a lot.
I do mine
But
a
then
lot.
there's
That
real
that's
progressive players where, in the first hour they'll have full diamond and a full enchanting table and an XP farm.
yeah. XP
I like
farms
the
aren't that hard to build, I learned. But
Yeah, I like to take my games rather slow though. Just enjoy it.
yeah.
And then there's, I really like the addition. I don't actually, they might have had it from the beginning, but I really like creative mode, especially for redstone or like any sort of build cuz if you're trying to build something and you don't know how you want to build it, you hop in a creative world and you test a bunch of stuff until you find something that you like, or you can just test and mess around with whatever until you get something you like, and then copy that into your survival world rather than wasting all your resources tearing it down, building it back up, tearing it down, and so forth. And by the way, creative mode is like you have literally anything in the game that you could possibly want to your disposal. And you can also modify it with like super flat worlds, which are they don't have any like terrain; they're just flat, which could be good for some builds. But yeah,
Yeah. Like there are some builds like there's a thing called a flying machine and it has pistons pushing other pistons. So
yeah,
it's
it
a
just
rather
travels
wacky
by
thing,
itself.
but it's really cool.
Yeah,
And for that, generally, if you're trying to build that for the first time or testing it, I'd say that Flat World is best. I
Yeah.
have found ways to use it in a non-flat world, but flat world is generally better for when you're starting out with redstone builds and you don't know how like some of the basics and
Yeah, but like what you were saying earlier, I really feel like it's a great way for all sorts of gamers to get into gaming. It's a great first game because it's so simple and so passive, you know?
yeah,
Like, you don't want to start out with like Doom Eternal or like Assassin's Creed or something insane like that.
those games are difficult to learn.
Yeah.
Y-
But Minecraft is a
Minecraft
great
is
starter.
Minecraft is like one of those games where if you get good at it, you'll be able to be decent at most other games.
Yeah.
Like there's a bunch of games that are similar to Minecraft that you'll be good at if you were at least decent at Minecraft.
Yeah. It teaches you a lot of foundations for other games.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they really nailed this game. I think every aspect of it is just spot on. The community aspect where you can play with your friends, the creative aspect, the multiplayer aspect where you can just hop in a different game mode, the diversity aspect, just every aspect they just nailed.
Yeah, they really did. It was um quite the perfect game.
Yeah.
Uh there's always something that they can add to make it just that much
Oh
better.
yeah, for sure.
But
You know,
there's not
10 years from now
much.
there'll be flying saucers in the game or something. But
Yeah, there's not much they can add right now to make
yeah,
it appealing
it's
to the nowadays
maybe they
people.
could do like a sky update where there's like a sky biome or something. I don't know. Just
That would be
something.
that would be cool.
Yeah.
Something random.
Or like cloud blocks. I don't know. Something weird. But yeah, right now I think they pretty much nailed it. I really like the ocean update where they added shipwrecks and um, drowns
Yeah,
and stuff.
that was a good update.
Yeah. I feel like they made ocean monuments a little too difficult though.
Yeah,
Especially with the mining fatigue. The mining fatigue is the worst part. Which is, if you don't know, where you mine blocks very slow. Oh, I really like the Woodland Mansion update. Woodland Mansions are really useful. It gives you, for those of you who don't know,
oh
totems of undying, where if you hold it in your offhand, if you die, it basically revives you. Anyway, as I was saying, totems of undying, if you hold them in your offhand, they,
you die,
you die and they'll
they'll
revive you, yeah.
prevent you. It'll prevent you from dying and give you like 4 or 5 bonus hearts. They're really powerful. People who are doing hardcore worlds generally keep like 3 in their inventory later on in the game.
Yeah.
So if they die, well, I guess they won't die for a long time.
I wish they, kept you being able to craft, notch apples or god apples or whatever.
Yeah, those were they were super powerful, but they were also super hard to craft.
I mean, they were hard, but they weren't like overly hard. It was only 8 blocks of gold, which is 9 gold ingots times not 8, so 81
Yeah,
gold. So a little over a stack. So they were pretty difficult, but later
they
late
weren't.
game, it's
Yeah, they weren't overly difficult, but
yeah,
the gold is general. Like after they took that away, it kind of took the purpose for gold away. Like
yeah,
some people will make the only like the biggest purpose for gold I'd say is golden carrots.
yeah. I like
Insane
golden carrots
food
a
item,
lot too. Late game, they're a really good source of food because they have the highest saturation rate.
which is how much they heal you.
When you gain full hearts, it heal or full hunger bar, it heals you, and they have it's the most amount that any food heals you. Like some will, once you get full hearts, it'll heal you like 2. Golden carrots will heal you like 6 or
Yeah, they're
6 plus.
incredibly powerful,
Yeah,
and people in hardcore world use almost exclusively
golden
golden
carrots.
carrots.
Yeah, I've had a couple really good survival worlds.
I've
What I
had
don't like a
really
lot
well.
is the realms aspect. I don't like that at all. because you have to pay $5 a month for the realms, which is a multiplayer thing where you get to play with your friends, so you have to pay to play. But recently I found out at like a third party server, you can start your own server for free, and it's basically like a survival world. That's what we use for the gameplay over the podcast. That's the server we use, or not the that yeah. That's
That's
the
what
one.
we were
Yeah,
playing.
yeah. But I wish you didn't have to pay for that. I think you should be able to pay 30 base and then not have to pay anymore.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Mhm.
I personally haven't. I don't have realms because it's kind of expensive.
Yeah, me neither. I hate that it's a monthly payment. Like even if it was like a one-time thing, I wouldn't really mind. But I hate that it's a monthly payment.
Yeah, that is a thing.
I mean, it makes sense, but still, I don't like
Yeah, I
it.
guess it does make sense.
But yeah, I think they've had a lot of good updates and just completely nailed the game with a bunch of stuff they've done for
Every
sure.
update I've seen, they've gotten it way better though.
What'd you
Like
say?
the game, every update that they've had,
Oh
they've
yeah,
just gotten better.
like the ocean update was cool, but it definitely wasn't even near as cool as the caves and cliffs, which it was so big they actually had to split it up into two updates.
Yeah, it it was it was quite the. I don't know why they made it so big. Like it didn't have to be that big. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
I'm glad they split it up into two, because then it holds everyone off for a little bit, because if they did it all at once, and here in a few months people would be asking for another update, which they just couldn't do. I'm surprised they got this update so fast after the previous update, especially since it's such a big update. It had geodes, axolotls, mountain goats, expanded, or it has lush caves, glow squids, expanded the Y level up and down, added new devices like spy glasses, candles, tinted glass, made the cliffs way bigger and the caves way bigger, and added other new blocks like deep slate, which completely changes the game, moss
Yeah.
blocks, dripstone blocks.
This update was definitely like a builder's dream.
Yes, for sure. Especially, oh, I wonder if they're doing the warden still. They were originally planning on having
Warden.
the like deep
Oh
dark
yeah.
caves, and there'd be like a warden in like a chest room that you'd have to get past. Ooh, and the skulk
I forgot about
sensors, if they I don't know if they're adding them or not in the next update, but skulk sensors are a redstone player's dream,
yeah.
because that
Gold
adds
hunters are
so much potential.
amazing.
That adds so much potential for
Yeah.
endless redstone farms
It makes it so whenever there's a sound,
or a vibration.
it will activate or a vibration, something like that. It will activate a redstone signal,
Yeah, and shoot
which
out in all four ways, unless blocked by a block,
yeah.
a full
And
block.
it for redstone people, they'll definitely gonna make it so that um once you like if you walk near your nether portal or something like that, just for example, it will automatically open it for you, which I
Yeah,
think is really cool.
yeah, for sure. Overall, it's a great game. It's a really good game.
Yeah, it has gotten better over the years,
Yeah,
but there's always that one point where it's just gonna start getting worse.
yeah,
Like it's like I can't wait till it gets to the point where it's so good that it's just gonna start getting worse.
yeah. Anyway, we're about at our time, so I give this game a 10 out of 10 on the flame
Definitely,
rating. A 10 out of 10 on the flame rating.
it
On
was
every aspect.
incredible game.
Replayability, community, everything.
Yeah,
Anyway,
absolutely incredible game.
thanks for tuning in and watching the fourth episode. I'll see you next time.